You think this is funny?
In a cosmic sort of way, yes.
Well, Mr. Funny Man, is this how you get your sick kicks?
What? It's just an ordinary crabby... Oh my goodness!
Damn. You know, I did not expect this video to do as well as it did. I mean, I didn't even expect to get comments, and yet I got some. So, to those who commented, I thank you. I thank you for taking the time to leave the comments and giving me some pointers. And I hope I implemented them well in this video. But enough distractions, enough rambling. Let us get on to what you were here for. To watch me expand. And once more, if you have enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's get on with it. Continuing on from last time, I am placing blueprints of both the train tracks and a bigger defense wall to keep the ever-expanding biters away from me. And oh boy, later on will they be expanding and scaling. What the fuck? I swear these little shits are going to be the death of me. But going into a bit more detail in my mining setup, I found this design while watching Factorio videos, and I haven't stopped using it since. Using underground belts, I can put the power poles in between the belts and have a greater density of miners. And as an added touch, I put lamps in the last little space so I can see them at night. As for my defenses, these are my own design in an attempt to save on ammo by not having a belt go all around the perimeter of my base. Using inserters, I take ammo out of the turret and into the next one, rinse and repeat, and at the very beginning of the line, I have a small belt of ammo feeding into one turret, and with the use of blueprints, I am able to upgrade the wall over time with flamethrower turrets and even laser turrets. I also have a blueprint that includes robo ports so they can self-build. As for my furnaces, I have the standard setup of 48 furnaces to completely fill up a belt. I got 2 blueprints, one for stone furnaces to completely fill up a yellow belt, and then another one for steel furnaces to completely fill up a red belt. I plan on having a bigger bus in the starter base with 4 belts of iron plates, 4 belts of copper plates, 2 belts of steel plates, and 2 belts of circuits, with all being red belts. And I'll add some more down the line if I deem it necessary. But right now, we cannot get too ahead of ourselves, for both my starting iron and coal patches are starting to run low, making the production of necessary items that I need to expand slower. Not only do I need to set up the new iron outpost, I now need to set up a coal outpost. So lucky for me, there is a coal patch right next to my base, so I don't have to go out and explore. But now I have to hurry so that I don't run out of resources. It was at this point I decided to call in some backup. I had to call in one of the boys. Hello, my child. Now, with some proper support, I can have him build my new defenses while I focus on building the coal and iron outposts. At the iron outpost, it took me a while to figure out a layout for the loading station, but I eventually get it down, and I even come up with an interesting ammo resupply idea for the defenses. Since ammo has the potential to take up a mass amount of resources, I'll set up one train with one cargo wagon and limit it to only hold 6 stacks of ammo. Then I use wires to read the unloading station chests. If all of them combined have over 100 ammo, the station will turn off, but when it gets under 100, it will turn on, calling the train for a resupply. With this, I won't use my resources to a great extent, and I won't have a large amount of ammo left over when the patch runs dry. Okay, so after clearing out a bunch of trees, because fuck the Lorax, them trees ain't never done nothing for me. What about oxygen? Screw oxygen. Anyway, I got all my train tracks laid out, ready and waiting for the many trains to come. All I have to do now is set up train stations and wait a very long time for the belts and ore miners to finish up crafting. And we wait. And we wait. And we wait. At this point though, I can't afford to waste any more time, so even though the iron mine is not yet complete, I need to turn it on both the iron mine and the coal mines so I can get more resources to produce the things I need. So without further ado, let's turn on the iron patch. It's always good to see them all turn on at once. Wait a minute. As nice as it is to see them running, I have problems. Biter problems. I have nests very close to both outposts, and I need to get rid of them so 1, they don't absorb pollution to get stronger, and 2, they don't constantly attack, making me produce more ammo than necessary. So it's time to kill these environmentalists once more. Okay, now that the bugs are gone, I can get to making a better base with a better bus so that I can actually progress in the game. I start off getting the freshly mined iron ore in the new steel furnaces and on the new bus. And just with iron alone, I can not only get to automating red belts and underground belts, they also have proper ratios so the production can keep up with my demand. I use somewhat of a grid system where I have underground belts in between assembler Mark IIs to make it easier on myself to design and keep it neat and tidy. I also use the same design but on a bigger scale for the underground belts because they take much more iron gears to make. At this point though, I can't build a better automated system for red belt splitters because I need to first set up a copper mine to make circuits. And just in time too, because the starting copper patch is starting to run low. Lucky for me, there is a copper patch between my base and the iron outposts. Even more lucky for me, there is not a single biter base near it, so I can skip out on the defenses and just go straight to mining the copper. So let's go do that real quick. As I was building the copper outposts, I noticed biters were attacking the right side of my base. While it was just 1 or 2 biters from time to time, this was kind of annoying because I didn't have ammo over in those turrets just yet. See, my base is now so big, it would take a while for ammo to reach that end. And I was getting really tired to have to constantly go over there and just deal with those 1 or 2 biters. So to make ammo reach that place, I use the ammo resupply train and set up trade stops like I have in the iron outpost so that ammo can be spread throughout my base much easier. But this was a slow process. Biters kept on attacking my right side, making me drop what I'm doing immediately to go and kill the biters, as well as constantly repair my broken wall and turrets because they would get through sometimes. I did, however, get the ammo stations all set up and running. Honestly, I'm really liking this idea, and I'll be using it from here on to supply ammo to all my defenses. Okay, now that I got my base defended on all sides and I got that copper coming in and smelting, I can finally automate circuits to then automate red belt splitters. However, while I was building all this, I noticed that biters kept attacking my left wall this time. They never got through because my defenses were strong enough, but that leads me to believe that there is a biter base nearby snuffing up that pollution. And that's something I cannot let slide. So I grabbed my car, fuel, red ammo, and grenades, and get to work. In all honesty, I was hacking away at this nest for a solid 30 minutes, and I was barely making it in. I even died so many times to the point where it was starting to get annoying really fast. And it was also at this point I realized that the biters got too strong for me to deal with personally. I need to now get stronger so I can get stronger weaponry to deal with these biters. And since I'm an American, there's really only one way I know how to get stronger. Oil. But that is next episode's problem. If If you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching my video. I would really appreciate it if you left a like and a comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Like I said at the beginning of the video, the first Factorio video that I posted did really well, so I want to see if this video can be just as good, if not better, than the first one. So please share it around to see how many views we can get it on this one. And honestly, I've been having a lot of fun playing Factorio, so expect a third episode, but it's not going to be the next video I post. I got another video idea that I've been wanting to try out, so as of right now it's a mystery because I don't know if it's going to turn out well just yet. So if you are interested in that, please stick around. Like I said, subscribe, stay tuned, and we'll see if that video does good. But other than that, I hope you all have a brilliant rest of the day. See ya.